And we are going to do a survey that we created several months ago. He'd even forgotten about it. So that we could get to know the man of my dreams a little bit better.
Scary thought.
And since Hal wasn't here, he had to step in.
There you go.
I'm kidding. All right. What was your first memory?
My first memory? Wow. Probably, I always tell my mom I remember skiing when I was 3, but she says that never happened, so, which, considering my memory, I can believe. I guess really the first memory would probably be the day I met you. That's the best memory.
Oh, not the best memory, the first memory.
I know. Well, I mean, that's when my life started.
Oh, isn't he sweet? My first memory, I was actually on the roof. My dad had left the ladder against the house, and I had crawled up there. I think I was about 2. And my mom was freaking out, and my dad had to climb up there and get me. But I remember being up on the roof. That's my earliest memory.
Wow.
I was adventurous back then. Don't know what happened. What's your favorite Muppet, or what was your favorite Muppet?
Animal.
Mine was Beaker, and Jeff can attest to that. Did you ever have a lunchbox that was like, I don't know, superhero?
Oh yeah.
What was your favorite lunchbox?
Well, the one that had food in it. I had Scooby-Doo. I had whatever that one cartoon was with the shark as part of the crime fighting team. Whatever. Someone out there probably knows what I'm talking about.
He's speaking Greek.
Yeah.
How?
I had geek stuff.
I don't remember having a lunchbox. I just remember wanting one. But I think I always ate at school. I didn't really take lunch.
It had the thermos in it too.
Oh. Now I take that back. I did take my lunch once because I do have a memory of, remember those little handy pack puddings? I remember getting the lemon kind. Mm-hmm. And I opened it. It was in the little can with a little pop top, and it looked like snot.
Ew!
And I couldn't get past it, and I couldn't eat it.
Well, I don't blame you.
What was your favorite color of crayon?
Favorite color of crayon? God, the first thing that pops out would probably be like a was it burnt umber or something like that?
Mine were the metallic, like the gold and silver.
Oh, you mean the ones that shine? Or shiny, sparkly? Yeah, big blender there. Okay.
So I was a big fan of the 64 pack with the
pencil sharpener in the back?
Pencil sharpener in it. What was your must-have toy in your toy box?
For what year?
I don't know. What stands out the most?
Oh, God. I guess the thing that stands out the most and I probably really enjoyed the most was an erector set. Mom got me like one of the big heavy-duty ones. I mean, it looked like a toolbox. Mm-hmm. And then you sit there and you just sit there with that little wrench and the nuts and the bolts and put these things together and losing them and then stepping on them in the middle of the night.
Oh, like the IG Joes, huh? Well, when I was real little, it was the Fisher House Little People. And when I was about 8, I think it transferred to Barbies. So. Jacks or pickup sticks?
Pickup sticks.
I like Jacks. Sea monkeys or shrinky dinks?
Shrinky dinks. Sea monkeys didn't live, they were just ew.
I didn't have either, because if I were to show my mom one of those ads in the back of those magazines, she would have, what do you need that for? Teddy bear or security blanket?
Teddy bear. His name was Mort.
Oh, you actually had one?
Mm-hmm. It was a Gund.
It was a what?
A Gund bear, G-U-N-D. It was one of the best bears. Mom got him for me. I had him, God, ages.
Really? I had teddy bears too. Still do. Big wheel or sit and spin?
I would go with big wheel because you could go real fast, pull up on that.
And realize that we had run out of tape.
Just kind of look up and it's like, oh, blank screen. Alrighty.
So we're going to pick up where we left off and add those two together. to preserve some of the spontaneity of some of our answers. We were on the
Big wheel and sit and spin.
big wheel or spit and spin, and Stephen was saying how he liked the big wheel because he could spin out, and I was saying that I always wanted one because that looked like fun on the commercials, and I always saw the kids do it, and that's why I wanted one. But when my mom finally bought me one, I think I was a little too old for it, and I was too big for it, so I couldn't make it do anything. So that was a bummer.
Bummage.
I think I used it maybe a month. And never spun out. I'm so deprived. Food you hated as a kid that you love now.
Well, Mom said that I didn't like cookies when I was a kid.
And I went on to tell you how much of a freak he is that he doesn't like pie. Any kind of pie. Fruit pie, cream pie, anything. But more pie for me, which actually is kind of a bad thing.
Get it to the boys.
Coolest toy you ever got as a present?
Oh, what did I say?
You were talking about.
Oh, yeah, I got one of the early video games. Like, right when Atari came out, it was by Radio Shack. I remember that, and it was just basically, it was like Pong. I mean, it was just couple of little games with the ball going back and forth. I think they had ice hockey, too, where you had to get it in the net or something like, it's just silly little stuff. But it's just like, to a little kid, it's like, whoa, cool.
I don't remember ever getting anything really cool because I didn't get a whole lot of electronic stuff.
Mr. Mouth?
But Mr. Mouth, we were talking a little bit later, was a game that we got that my family, even though we didn't really get along all that well, we were able to sit and play with that all night long. Not a very technologically advanced game, but pulled our family together. First sexual song you remember singing as a kid and not knowing what the hell you were talking about?
Relax.
Mine was Lola. I did not know what that song meant until I was a much older adult and finally listened to it and went, oh. Best what I did for summer story.
Really, the only thing that I could think of was just going to the YMCA camp, Yeah, there for, I think it was like 6 weeks or something like that, I don't know if it was something for me, if it was something that Mom did to get me out of the house so she could enjoy summer. I don't know, but I had a good time.
I never went to camp, and we didn't really travel and do anything like Disneyland or amusement parks or anything like that. The best thing that I had, the best thing I could do is vacation Bible camp, which actually used to piss me off because you'd go to school for 9 months, and the first week you're out of school, you got to get up early and go to church to go to school. I remember that making me really mad. Pet memory.
You know what? Earlier I said it was, giving birth to an old English sheepdog that I had as a kid, but probably really my best memory is getting him.
This is Winston.
This is Winston. He's a pretty puppy. And he's mad at me right now because I moved him.
My pet memory was the very first dog that I got from my mom. I was, I guess, around 8 or 9, and I was in my bedroom. And actually, I think I was much younger than that. I think I was about 6. Anyway, my mom came in my room, and she had this little thing under her coat, and when she pulled it out, it was a little puppy about yay big, and that was just the coolest thing ever. Favorite Monopoly piece?
The racing car, of course.
Yeah, I don't think the racing car was my favorite because I never played with it. I always let other people play with it.
The horse was a good second.
There's a horse?
Mm-hmm.
This shows you how much I play Monopoly. Paint by numbers or latch hook?
Had both. Paint by numbers was easier to finish.
Yeah, paint by numbers I actually finished. I never have finished a latch hook I've ever started in my life.